Johnny Somali is the creator who has deemed himself as the most annoying and shameless streamer on the internet. When it comes to stupid and loaf for views, this man will stop at nothing, whether it's harassing people on the street, flirting with minors, threatening the SA women live on stream. Johnny does almost anything it takes to get a bite of juicy clout. He very quickly became one of the most hated creators on the internet because he got away with this for so long. He always got out of trouble every single time. However, recently his karma has finally gone to the better of him, as his shenanigans finally got him banned on every single streaming platform. Basically made him on the verge of bankruptcy, and now he's facing jail time of over 30 years. How on earth did we only get here in a year? Now, in terms of Johnny's actual past, there's not really that much that's really known about it. There's a lot of mixed stuff about his ethnicity, and he says a lot of different stuff. He's not exactly a reliable narrator. Now, what is known is that he grew up in Scottsdale, Arizona, and he graduated from Arizona State University. Now, what he did after college is a little unclear. He claims that he worked in finance at one point and was also a real estate worker. And at some point, he seemed to have ditched that to just jump into content full time. Johnny always had aspirations of being this world-traveling vlogger and making money while documenting his travels. It's a dream drum for most people, and Johnny took the leap of faith. However, he still needed money to support himself during this time, and how he funded his initial travels is a little unclear. He claims that he had a vape company that helped him keep a steady income stream while doing all of these travels.
I aspired to start my own business, and that's what I did. I ran a vape company for a while. I still run it now, and that kind of gives me the freedom and the income to pursue my passion, which has also always been content creation, but I've never had the time to do it.
Now, the name of this vape company is a little unknown, and his initial content is a little hard to find for a lot of reasons. For one, it sucked, so it didn't perform well, and also because he's banned on almost every single platform. And don't worry, you'll find out why he was banned from everything. Now, initially, Johnny started his travels in Thailand, where he did a lot of typical tourist stuff, like trying the food party, visit the shops, smoking. And also, did I mention that he would party a lot? Yeah, the majority of his content was basically getting super turned and partying. There's really nothing wrong with that, for the most part. He was pretty respectful of the country and was just having a good time, and he was starting to live the life like he dreamed of. But there was just one problem. The content sucked. He would post these very unfiltered, unorganized vlogs. I really had no direction or absolute substance behind it. That were really boring to watch, honestly. So obviously it didn't really get that much engagement. Now he was trying to get inspiration from a lot of other streamers. He was most inspired by Ice Poseidon, who is a pretty controversial streamer for a lot of reasons. But Ice Poseidon was a pretty well-established creator, so he took inspiration from him and used it. So he left talent and went to a different country to do a completely different strategy. And that new country was Japan.
Nagasaki, you know why you do this? Pearl Harbor? Hiroshima, Nagasaki! Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know why we do to you? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we destroy it.
Now in May 2023, Johnny landed in Japan and would start to stream on this new platform that was getting some traction. Kick. Now, Kick at the time was being platformed by a lot of streamers like Aiden Russ, kind of seen as like this new streaming platform that would completely take over Twitch. Now, for one, he just starts being very disrespectful to the country. Keep in mind, Japan is not like America. The way people behave there is pretty different. The people there are usually very quiet, calm, and very friendly. Johnny stuck out like a sore thumb from the get-go because he was very loud and obnoxious. Now he got on a subway and started making some very offensive jokes to nearby passengers referencing Hiroshima and Nagasaki. He starts taunting the Japanese people, saying, "We will do it again."
Hiroshima, Nagasaki! Hiroshima, Nagasaki, you know why we do to you? Hiroshima, Nagasaki, we destroy it.
Now again, keep in mind the people of Japan are usually very quiet, but eventually a Korean American actually comes up to him and tells him to knock it off.
What?
Leave him alone, man.
What do you mean?
Where you from?
You know where I'm from?
Where you from?
I'm from America.
You're from America?
Yes.
So am I.
You're from America.
Johnny, no. This would actually make him go really, really viral all over Twitter, all over the blogs. People were posting this moment everywhere. But this is exactly what Johnny wanted, showing a too bad image. He literally said on stream that he was coming to Japan with bad intentions.
I'm tired of foreigners giving a bad image. I'm trying to give us a bad image. I'm not here to give you a good image, bro. I'm not a role model. I'm not your role model, bro.
Due to his actions, he was soon arrested and permanently banned from Japan. But Johnny not stopped there, so he went to a new country to really heat things up, and that was in Israel. Johnny came to Israel to spice things up and do whatever it possibly took to get clipped. In Israel, Johnny started harassing a female police officer.
Get the
Oh, you a bad. I swear to God. You a bad. I swear to God. I swear to God. I'll change your life. I'll change your life, baby. Baby, I'll change your life. I promise you.
When he wasn't stopping, the police came up to him and arrested him.
I'm following that. What are you doing? Thank you. Okay, Karen, I'm going.
And yeah, also kicked from Israel. But again, he didn't stop there. Where to this time South Korea, where he would actually shit around and find out? And of course, it starts off like usual. He's going up to random people and just harassing them.
What's up? Hello. What are you scared for? Relax, yo. Why are you putting the phone up like this? Why are you scared like this? Whoa!
He needed to be more shocking thing that made people tune in. So it goes up to one of these statues of peace and starts to lap dance on it and kiss it.
Everything that I did in Japan was for the Korean and the Chinese people.
For those that don't know, these statues were actually made to commemorate Japanese children that were slaves during World War II. So being all shit and stuff to it was very obviously weird, and Johnny knew about the context of it. He quite literally talked about it on stream.
I'm talking about the Korean comfort women, the thousands of women who were forced into by the Imperial Japanese Army during World War II.
Even went to random people and showed them the video of what he was doing to try and get reactions to it, because he just want more views. But he had no idea that he was about to land himself in big trouble. The people of Korea realized that if the police weren't going to do anything, they were going to do it themselves. They were going to have to take matters into their own hands. And so a literal manhunt was actually set against Johnny people online, actually chipped in a giant prize of $7,000 to anyone who would knock out Johnny on stream. This became pretty big news in the country, even making the actual Korean news.
After videos of Koreans, including one streamer, assaulting Somali went viral, many Korean YouTubers are seeking out the American in the hopes of causing an altercation so they can either stream or even incite the scuffle. Within South Korea, Johnny Somali is known as a golden goblin, a gamer reference to a creature whose perk is when you kill them, you get rewards and loot.
After that, Johnny posted a video where he did not apologize, letting them know that he was not sorry.
I am still in Korea. As you can see, the Hanguk. I love Korea, and try to find me. I dare you. You never will. So good luck. That's all I want to say to you guys.
But pretty soon after, he get knocked out by random man.
What's up?
After the incident, Johnny actually would try to report this to the police station, which was a terrible idea. Because when he got there, they actually investigated him and drug tested him. And when they did, they saw that he tested deposit for THC, which is illegal in the country and can carry a sentence of 5 years in jail. And then they started to investigate all of the other things. And they were also investigating the statue thing. Johnny actually made a public apology on Korean TV, claiming that he had no idea about the statue's meaning, which was not believed, and making the peace sign after the apology. People did not believe it at all. Johnny planned to leave the country as soon as he possibly can, but they actually took his passport and banned him from leaving the country until this case was done. On December 3rd, 2024, now the chances of Johnny receiving the full 31 years in jail, the proof of all of his crimes has literally been posted by him. He's admitted to lying in court before, and everything he did is literally on video. He doesn't need a witness because he's his own witness. For months, he has to somehow provide for himself but cannot stream, which was the only source of income for him. Essentially has put Johnny in a loose position. He can't really make money anywhere else because of the absurd reputation he made for himself. And he also has gone banned from every other platform. And what's probably the saddest part about all this is probably the extremely low amount of money that he's made. He chased clout by destroying everything in his path: cultures, laws, and basic human decency. Let Johnny's story be a brutal reminder. Going viral isn't worth losing your humanity. If you found this story shocking, informative, or just plain wild, make sure to hit that subscribe button. There's more coming.